we went online.
Whatever. We're gonna go right into the 12th, and they're gonna do all their annual reports on the 12th. And get it out of the way, since we don't have anything else on the agenda for the night of the 12th. So we'll get that real long one out of the way, and then we'll be downhill this year.
You do. They're gonna do that on January
And Emily
12th.
went through and she did her three.
And I'll be
You gonna
great.
go up and down the street with it?
That'd be great. Have it out of the way.
Oh, yeah. Be done with it.
This is one we could afford, you know.
Right. I don't know. Well, hopefully,
Can I do one-on-one?
we'll find out more, you know, to keep us well informed.
South.
Yeah,
They're
Very
not
good.
once forward in the mornings, yeah.
I hope so.
It's not hard. I get some nausea with it,
Yeah.
you know, but they,
I'm gonna.
Let it die and start all over
Okay.
again.
Set up a
That's
meeting
fine.
today.
please.
I'm serious.
I normally wouldn't do that too. Just talk to
I'm
them.
pleased with it so far.
Good.
I'd like
Oh,
to
you're
see
going
better
through it.
results.
We've already been there.
Well,
done
we,
that.
of course, I've not
It's
been
one
part
of
of it
my-
since,
That's
so
what Eddie
whatever.
said.
We're the Dalton's party, but instead of ourselves. Yeah,
I have.
Cause I had to see him
yeah. I mean,
for
Stum's,
a year.
You don't have to.
Oh, yeah.
No, you
I
don't
see
have to.
Brittany.
Unless you want to, unless you
Yeah,
want to be
I
there.
see him on.
Well, I see him for the year she did her.
Me too.
But see, I had
You're more than welcome, but
not the healing
month and a
needs
half.
once a year.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted.
3 months, then 6.
And you can just play it by ear. I
Off on my
either.
neck.
I can't think of what her name is.
Don't do that
Early
early.
in June,
He
yeah.
had a side.
Do that just yet.
Oh,
I
Brenda.
appreciate that.
Doesn't mean we
It's
can't
not
get there.
hard.
Actually,
I don't miss anything.
So what do you,
I'm not-
you guys gotta go up there?
yeah,
right now?
and we resurrected and bring it
Sure.
back. We go up.
That's
I
good.
just was thinking about it the other day. Nothing to go up and stop our ears.
We went down
Here and go.
just a few for the game Saturday. We just got from
They think.
Yeah.
They think we have
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think it's like 40
It's hard to say.
cut it up.
Who knows?
And
This
it's
is-
ham
this
cheese
is hard
and
to say.
Italian. And
Okay.
it was so good, and it's such a
Was
different.
it hot or was
No,
it
it's
real?
cold.
Okay, okay.
So then
Yeah.
today for my salad, have you ever seen those sub salads they make?
Yes, yes.
I took
Oh,
all the
Well,
fat
they
off.
took all the guts out. That's a good idea.
This is kind of green.
It was really
Kinda
good,
green.
actually.
That's cool.
And I'm starting to use that sugar-free
Good time
salad.
for grandma.
I can't do anything until
Glad you
my
did.
boss tells me to move.
You know, I can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as she says I can move, I move.
We're ready to
The
roll.
peak isn't
We're
hit
at-
yet. I haven't
we're
seen the
ready to
peak
roll.
yet.
All right, you guys all ready too? You guys ready? Everybody ready?
Hi, Captain.
Okay, all right. Ready? All right, Cambridge City Council is now in session. Please rise for the invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day, and we thank you for all that are here tonight, and we just give you the glory for all things. I pray that you would just be with us tonight, be with the band as they play for us, and the Lord be with us as we conduct city business for the last time this year. I pray that all of us would have a good Christmas season, and just remember the reason for the season. In Jesus' name, amen.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right, Ron, I almost did the same thing.
All right, can we have the roll call, please?
Evancho,
Here.
Gardner.
Here.
Loffman.
Here.
Millen.
Here.
Mauer.
Here.
Wolverton.
Here.
Zaleski.
Here.
All right. I think we have some special guests here tonight. Bert, we're going to turn the floor over to you tonight.
I want to thank you for all the assistance that you gentlemen and ladies have given us. We have a wonderful band room. We've never been on the first floor in 185 years. So it is wonderful to be on the first floor. I remember when I first started, we were on the third floor of a bank building, which was right in here, someplace. And my dad was in the band. They had 12-foot windows. In the summertime, they throw them clear up. You could hear the music all over town. And Pete Sheehan was the director, and he couldn't stand for somebody playing on a rest. And I remember one time, there was a guy named Eddie Bell that was in charge of the children's home. And he played first trombone. My dad played second. And Dad played on a rest as they were playing. Pete stopped the whole band, came over, and just chewed Eddie Bell out, just chewed him out. And Dad was just grinning, because it wasn't Eddie at all, it was him. But it was, that's the third or fourth place that they rehearsed. And the band is very appreciative of what you all do for us. And we're going to play a couple, 3 tunes. And the first one, you have Little Glasses. And this is called the Wassail Song. And it's for when people made a toast in the old days. And so you may partake of that wassail while we play the Wassail Song. Welcome. Go ahead.
Cheers.
Sorry it didn't last longer, but that's all.
So I need more bottles.
We're gonna do a song that was originally written by one of our directors in the past named John Pangle. He wrote this, it's an original piece for him, and it's a real catchy little piece, and we enjoy it. We like to remember John as we play Jingo Jango.
Ready? No. Okay. There you go. 1, 2, ready.
tonight. Over on your right is, let's see, Mr. Ron Warren playing trumpet tonight. And next to him is our horn player. She would much rather play trombone, but she is filling in where she needs, so she's playing trumpet. And this is Megan Delancey, and she is the mother of a child. How old's Charlie?
18 months.
18 months, and we're glad to have her. Next to her is our tuba player tonight, our president. George.
He fits right in.
And he is a new papa, by the way. And how old is Mabel?
Oh, boy, that's a good question. That's a-
3.5 months.
3.5 months, so we're glad
And
to
I
have
also,
him.
I also learned something about
Right
George
next
last week.
to me is wonderful trombone player. Yes.
Did your hearing aids not working? I also learned something about George last week, which I think is pretty cool, is that he's an Eagle Scout.
Oh,
And so,
really?
Yes, and our service director, Mr. Mark Baker, I think he.
Well, aren't you just special?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe.
And right next to me is trombonist all the way from where you live now?
Duncan Falls.
Duncan Falls, and Mr. Levi Masters. And over here is all the way from, I call it Millersboro, but it's actually just a mile north of Indian Camp. And this is Mr. Clark Warren, who is the principal of John Glenn High School. And over there on my far right is our illustrious mayor. And he's my little brother. So anyhow, we're going to finish with a number, and we wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1,
Thank you all very much. Thanks for having us here. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year, too.
Thank you, today for coming up and spending some
Like a
time.
Christmas sweater on that one.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Any jokes, anybody? Thanks, everybody. God bless.
Everybody say thank you.
You'll see me at some point. I'm sure I'll see you again real soon.
How are you, Levi?
Oh,
I'm glad.
A little quick here and there, so otherwise doing good.
Good. It's nice to see
Living there now for 3 years.
you. I know. Good for you. I've known Levi since he was,
Married for 2. As of a week ago.
okay, good
Nice.
deal. I see your mom all the time.
I know, and I'm surprised I don't hear more. Yeah, it's nice seeing you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for coming. Christmas.
What's Levi's last name? Masters. He used to live, he grew up around the corner. We'll get those.
I'll put those, I can get
We'll-
those chairs, don't
we'll
worry
take care-
about it.
we'll take care
Don't
of
worry
all
about it, We'll
that.
get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's the school administrator in it.
Go to my,
Yeah.
The microphone.
he has something he wants to, just.
Yes.
I was asked about Richard Kruger. He's our oldest member.
His birthday is tomorrow,
Oh.
and he will be 97 years old.
Oh.
And I called him before our concert on Sunday. He was very sad that he could not play with us on Sunday. But he is in a nursing facility over in Zanesville, and we're going to try to go over and play for him before Christmas, and then he has to play. That's the only reason
Oh.
we'll go. He has to play with us, but he plays very well. He just can't hardly walk. And so he says to be sure and give you his best regards.
Will
He
you make
really
sure you tell him
appreciates
that we
First
missed him?
floor.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
And get it to Berkeley.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a 100th birthday,
Yeah.
I'll tell him that.
Thank you,
Thank
Bert.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate that. Okay, I think we are back on, and reading of the minutes. Johnny?
I make a motion, we dispense reading minutes, place on file.
Okay, and second, Tim?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have that, same side, all right. Mayor's report, please.
Kind of had a weird start, so I'm a little bit all over the place here. I don't have anything for, with us being the last meeting, we have some very important business here to do tonight that you're going to do, and I guess I'm just here to kind of go with the flow and enjoy the moment of the year that's just left us. It's been a big year, a lot going on in the city, and it's still going on, a lot of different, we're heading toward cold weather, and a lot of things going, getting ready for the holidays, and just come out of Thanksgiving, and sports. I have one indoors basketball. Tonight, I do have some information you need to know, and I'm going to start first with Captain Ferguson, if you'll start coming up this way. I'm not going to try to say the name of this special designation that he's a big part of. Started under Captain Baker when he was in the police department, and I just think you need to know this for the good of our city, that they're working on something like this.
Yeah, he did.
You sure did. Short notice. The question, or what he was alluding to, was the Ohio Collaborative. The Ohio Collaborative is a 12-person panel that was set up in around 2015 by an executive order from the governor. It's a community-based program that the collaborative's mission is to establish statewide standards for law enforcement, so that it's all applied the same, all practiced as closely as it can be. And they have some pretty high standards in a lot of things, but it oversees the standards. Departments have to meet or exceed the standards of the policies set forth by their department. One of the things that they do is they have several different categories. We're not certified accredited in all of them, but Safety Director Mark Baker started the process when he was a captain at the Cambridge Police Department, and we just got our accreditation for Group 4, which is, they have different groups that you start to meet, and they help you work through the process, which is, a few of them are like the use of force and use of deadly force, agency, employee and recruiting, body-worn cameras. But the group that we just certified in was our pursuit policies and things like that. So when we do that, it helps us review certain things in the policy. Those are usually hot spots for police departments across the nation. But it helps our department in staying within policy and guidelines of what's best, not only for law enforcement, but also for the community.
Congratulations. Nice.
Good.
Yeah, thank you, Tim.
Good work.
Thank you.
Just glad to see them continue to push on under the chief, and just good information. Jumping back into the way I do things here, I know everybody's wanting about Fifth Street. There's been all kinds of storylines. We just did everything we could to get hard surface down before the weather turns. They still got some curbing and things to do. They're going to do everything they can to have it open by the 19th. Now, I said the date, the time.
You jinxed.
We get 4 foot of snow, or Santa Claus comes early or something, it'll shoot a hole and all that, but, The trail, all the activity on the trail has been paused for the holidays as well as winter. They are gonna have small crews coming and going. They have some electrical work to do over here. My understanding is we'll eventually be able to park here a little bit before winter, just even though on the surface it's there. I'm not sure exactly when that's gonna take place, but parking's been very difficult downtown. I wanna thank all the residents as well as the visitors. It's a nice problem to have with the buses and the different things. We have had a lot of parking things going on, and so far we've done pretty good, but a lot of people are walking a lot further. Isn't that right, Sharon?
Yes, sir.
And I see Holiday, thank you for. I want to say thank you to all the volunteers that's in every division, whether it's Dickens, Main Street. The Little Dickens thing they had this last weekend downtown was just an awesome situation. People run all over the place. And the energy that came out of that, I personally have talked to 2 or 3 different merchants on the 2 or 3 different activities. I had one of them tell me she's never done as well as she's done.
Good.
Now, of course, I'm sure there's a horror story out there somewhere. We're trying, and all of us together. There's an energy, though, going on in our town. And I'm not just, this time of year usually calms down a little bit. It's not calming down anything. I mean, and there's a lot of hopes and dreams on some other people trying to open up some stuff. And we want them to be successful, and we'll do everything we can to make that happen. But in the middle of all that, there's always some kind of something drifting, and you have to kind of work together, kind of tamp some things together, get everybody on the same page. And so Main Street's got a lot going on, as well as Dickens. I just want to take a minute to think tonight you're going to have the budget in front of you. I'm not going to get too deep into that. I think there's people up there that can do that. This is your budget. I just want to say thank you to the Budget Committee. And then I just want to take time to say to all department heads for gearing their departments, because we're only good as the weakest link, wherever that would be, I don't know, because they're hitting on high marks all across the board. And it's with a lot of pride. When the phone rings and we need something, we've been able to get that done most of the time. We have been a little bit behind at times, but that's a problem that develops from having some victories. So the circle gets bigger, and we just have to run that much harder. And I just want to take a minute, because this is the last council meeting. I want all you to have a Merry Christmas, as well as the residents, and a Happy New Year. And again, Captain Ferguson and the police department, as well as fire department and ambulance service, will do everything we can to have a peaceful and happy and safe holiday. That's all I have tonight, Council
Any
President.
questions for the mayor tonight? No? No? All right, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay. All right, just like nothing from the city attorney, anything good for communications tonight?
Yes, the only thing that I have is the monthly report from municipal court.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we accept and place on file.
Kim,
And I'll second that motion.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Said that. And that's adopted. Okay. All right, let's move on to, we got reports and committees for tonight.
Report of Finance Committee, December the 1st, we recommend that the following transfers and appropriations be approved. $1,162.17 to continuous street improvement supplies. Transfer $1,000 from police miscellaneous to telephone. Transfer $3,500 from cemetery other supplies to salaries. Transfer $2,500 from cemetery maintenance to salaries. Transfer $6,500 from cemetery vehicle maintenance to insurance. Transfer $2,500 from street vehicle maintenance to fuel. Transfer $2,500 from street equipment to fuel. Transfer $142.29 from fire improvement replacement under $5,000 to fuel. Transfer $1,243.50 from Tasty Treat Supplies to salaries. Transfer $174.15 from Tasty Treat Supplies to pension. Transfer $1,500 from sewer vehicle maintenance to supplies. Transfer $5,000 from sewer vehicle maintenance to miscellaneous. Transfer $5,000 from sewer equipment to salaries. Transfer $15,000 from sewer refuse to salaries. Transfer $7,000 from water office salaries to insurance. Transfer $500 from water office salaries to Medicare. Transfer $1,000 from EMS rents and leases to electricity.
Okay. Any questions on that report? Hearing none?
Report of Finance Committee, December the 1st, we recommend that council authorize the auditor to make transfers and appropriations as needed through December 31st. Said transfers and appropriations shall not exceed $50,000 per item.
Any questions on that report? Hearing none?
Report of Finance Committee, December the 1st, we recommend that council authorize the administration to apply to the Ohio Department of Transportation for an active transportation plan grant.
Okay. Any questions on that report? Hearing none?
Report of Finance Committee, December the 1st, we recommend that council authorize the administration to submit a highway safety improvement program application to ODOT.
Any questions on that report? Hearing none?
Report of Finance Committee, December the 1st, we recommend that council approve the 2026 non-union salary ordinance.
Any questions on that report? Hearing none?
Report of Finance Committee, December the 1st, we recommend that council approve the 2026 annual budget.
Any questions on that report? Hearing none?
That's it.
Okay, all right. Don't think we have anything on unfinished business. I don't think we have anything on the audience portion unless Tim wants to come back up again. I think we should be all right there. And looks like we'll move on to ordinances and resolutions.
An ordinance of transfers and appropriations.
Okay. Skip?
Motion to approve
Kim?
or suspend? Well, I'm
Suspend.
sorry.
Second,
That's all right.
second to suspend.
All right, roll call?
McMillan?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Overton?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Okay, Steve?
Motion to approve?
Mike?
Second to approve.
Any discussion? Hearing none? Roll call?
Evancho?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Overton?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
That motion is declared adopted.
An ordinance authorizing the auditor to make transfers and appropriations as needed through December 31st, 2025.
Tom?
Make a motion, we suspend.
Kim?
I'll second that motion.
Roll call?
Gardner?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Motion to pass.
John?
Second to pass?
Any discussion? Hearing none? Roll call?
McMillan?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
And that motion is declared adopted.
An ordinance authorizing the administration to apply to Ohio Department of Transportation for an active transportation plan grant.
Steve?
Motion to suspend?
Mike?
Second that?
Roll call?
Gardner?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
Motion to pass.
Second to pass.
Any discussion? Hearing none? Roll call?
Zaleski?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
And that motion is declared adopted.
An ordinance authorizing the administration to submit a highway safety improvement program application to the Ohio Department of Transportation.
Motion
Yep.
to suspend?
Motion to suspend, I like it. All right. Mike?
Second to suspend?
Okay, roll call?
Wolverton?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Zaleski?
All
Yes.
right. Steve?
Motion to pass?
John?
Second to pass?
Any discussion? Hearing none? Roll call?
Laufman?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
All right, and that motion is declared adopted. Thank you.
An ordinance establishing salaries for all non-union city employees.
Skip.
Motion to suspend?
All right, Tom?
Second to suspend.
Roll call?
Evancho?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Tim?
Motion to pass.
John?
Second to pass?
Any discussion? Hearing none? Roll call, please.
McMillan?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
Mauer?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
All right, and that motion is also declared adopted.
Annual Appropriation Ordinance 2026 budget.
Kim?
Motion to suspend.
Second to suspend.
Okay, roll call?
Mauer?
Yes.
Evancho?
Yes.
McMillan?
Yes.
Zaleski?
Yes.
Gardner?
Yes.
Wolverton?
Yes.
Laufman?
Yes.
Okay, motion to pass. Steve?
Motion to pass?
Mike?
Second to pass?
All right, any discussion?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
You have the
please.
floor.
Thank you. Yeah, just some comments in regards to the 2026 budget. I did want to echo the mayor's comments, again, the budget committee, but especially those department heads that helped make that happen for this year. But I also wanted to thank the citizens of Cambridge for their continued support of our levies and also having the trust in the city to do the job that they do. The total budget for 2026 is approximately $33.1 million. The general fund is approximately $10.9 million. Some of the key items for the budget includes wage increases to all three unions, and then there's a 2.5% across the board non-union employee increase as well. There was no health insurance increase this year, which obviously helped us balance the budget as well. The other thing that was driving the budget, we do have a projection of some slight increases in both regarding the revenues from withholding taxes and business taxes for next year, which shows that the city's been doing well economically, and individuals have too, for the most part. So that's helped us significantly as we go through the budget. But the other key piece too is that from 2025, we were estimating our carryover. We're not quite finished yet, but for the budget, we're estimating our carryover to be 2.3 million. And that was key for us to balance the budget. And a lot of hard work this year to be able to have that carryover, and achieving that carryover has led to us being able to pass this budget this early and being able to utilize that carryover for 2026. Those were the key highlights. I did want to make a comment though too that, and we don't really put together a capital budget, but just publicly wanted to state that our intent with the hotel tax next year, we've kind of carved out 3 areas that we want to just give everybody a heads up on, that we potentially they'll need to come back to council for these approvals. But built into the discussion about the budget was from the police side, we're wanting to reserve, the plan is to reserve approximately 30,000 for new body vests. The other 30,000, the police department's going to incorporate that in their operating budget. Excuse me. The other area is the street department. They have need for equipment. If you remember, our hotel tax is specifically for capital, but the street department has some new equipment needs. So we're wanting to reserve, and again, this is not official, it's just informative, approximately 50,000 for equipment for the street department next year. The airport will also have some capital needs coming up. They got a lighting project in the future that we potentially may have to do some matching funds as well as some of the other capital needs. And actually theirs could float between 30 to 70,000. We're gonna have to see where that ends up with them. But I just want to make you aware of that, make the city aware of it, make council aware of it. But again, I want to thank all of you too for your support. I know a lot of you talked to the department heads, and you're well informed, and I think all of you do a good job of trying to be transparent and working with any department or anybody that has a question or a need from us, and I appreciate all of you as well. So with that, Sharon?
Mr. Vancher, I just wanted to point out too that he mentioned the vests for the police department. You also need to note that our chief has applied for a grant. So the potential is that 30,000 that he's expending out of his budget could come back. So, and he feels like he has a pretty good chance of getting a portion of that. So all the departments do their due diligence with the grants if they find money available. So, that's really good news because they've got a good reputation, and they have worked really hard to make sure those grants have all the I's dotted and T's crossed. So that 30,000 could come back to us.
Any other discussion here tonight? No? Okay. All right, hearing none, we'll go ahead and do the roll call.
Loffman,
Yes.
Vancho.
Yes.
Wolverton.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Zaleski.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
All right, and that motion is declared adopted. I know that's a big one for everybody. All right. Okay, we're almost down to the end. Miscellaneous, anybody have anything?
I just wanted to dovetail on what the mayor said about the activity downtown. I took advantage of the Main Streets Mistletoe on Main Saturday and came down and shopped and got some Christmas shopping done at our local shops here in Cambridge, and the town was buzzing. It was so cool to see so many people. It reminded me when I was a little girl, my grandma used to work at Kresge's, and there was always a ton of people on the streets of downtown Cambridge, and it reminded me of that. It was so cool to see. So kudos to Cambridge Main Street. I hope they do that again.
Anybody else have anything you
I
want to
do.
add? Kim?
I have actually a couple things, if I may. I kind of want to piggyback too on the mayor's, about the excitement down through town. I was talking to the mayor a little bit. When I went and filed my report at the election board, I come out of the county building and there was a couple there taking some pictures, so I offered to assist them. Very nice conversation. They were from Grove City, which I think probably everybody knows that's a suburb of Columbus. They could not say enough about Cambridge and our downtown. And we got into a little bit of political talk, being on council, and they were actually both, she was employed or had been employed by the city of Groveport, and he had been employed by the state in, I guess if that's Franklin County, whatever. But, coming from a couple that has lived in Groveport and made their living in Groveport, which is a city of about 50,000 people on the
Grove City or Groveport?
Grove City, a suburb of Columbus, and they just couldn't say enough about Cambridge and our downtown, and they had shopped and they were swinging back around to one of the antique shops to pick up some things that they had bought. I said, please come back in the summer. We have Salt Fork. We have a lot going on, and they said they intended. So that's the vibe I feel coming from people outside of the area, outside of town, and even in town. And I'm thrilled, with the atmosphere, and I hope we can continue that even after the holidays, the excitement and so on and so forth. So kudos to Cambridge Main Street, the Dickensville committee, and all the volunteers, like the mayor said, which it wouldn't be possible without all of them. Secondly, this past Saturday, the park department had their annual breakfast with Santa. As long as I've been liaison, they've had it, and I've always attended and helped serve, and it's a great event. It's just really a great event out there. I want to give kudos to Ashley McManaway, who's a park board member. Every year, she brings members of the Meadowbrook Girls 7th and 8th grade basketball team, usually about 10, 12 of them, and without them, we'd have a hard time running it. They help with the kids, they help with the bounce house and everything. So that's what community is about. And I just want to thank Ashley for that, and great job by the Parks Department for Breakfast with Santa again. So thanks.
Thanks, Kim. Anybody else have anything they want to add tonight? Okay, yes, I knew we couldn't get out of here.
It's not Christmas Eve, but it's something Tim said, a zero in our insurance. That came from negotiating a 2-year deal, and they locked that in and guaranteed it. And I don't know this for sure, but somewhere in the back room, somebody's looking at the books going, who let that zero out of the
Yeah.
building?
Yeah,
Because I know of a couple people, groups around us, 26% up.
yes.
Yeah.
So, again, like Tim just mentioned about the hotel tax, just give you a little food for thought, and the fact by navigating and working all of us through these different things, we've been fortunate a few times. Now, there's part of me, as I say this right now, is looking around for what's going to hit the turf somewhere along the line, and the difficulties are always around the corner. But again, thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor. Anybody else have anything you want to add tonight? Okay, I want to make one announcement that our next council meeting will be January the 12th. It'll be a regular session meeting at 6 o'clock up here. And I think we'll be going over the year-end review on that night, if everything's put together. Yeah. So with that, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And Johnny, what do you got to say?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we are adjourned.
All right, thank you. All right, we are adjourned.
Good, I'm cold.
Everybody eat well.
And council, don't forget, December